Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, we've just had a great card, guys. One of the best ever, cards in a long time, boxing cards, from top to bottom. Now, we had a couple of fights on the card where, we had a couple of replacements. But let's just talk about the replacements to start it off. What's his name? Josh Padley? I know it's Padley, but I'm not sure if his first name's Josh. My bad. I supposed to know his name. I did yesterday. I did know his name. I forgot it, but it's Padley. Much props to somebody who was, putting up solar panels, get a call, and 4 days later he's in Saudi Arabia. He's a full-time electrician coming to fight one of the best fighters on the planet. Shakur Stevens is top 10 pound for pound right now. A lot of people will say, well, he hasn't proved it and this like that. Well, the reason he hasn't proved it is because people don't want to fight him. It's not like Shakur Stevenson has ever ran from anybody. Everyone knows that this guy's good within boxing. So he's top 10 pound for pound, very technical. And another thing, while I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson, you Americans, watch the British feed of fights and then watch what people talk about your American fighter. It's just in America, we can't seem to do it. Watch how they talked about it. If you haven't seen this guy, just sit back and enjoy what you're about to see. You think an American commentator could even say that about Shakur Stevenson? They can't. Can't help themselves. This is how they talk about him. All right, and but Padley comes in, and he gets stopped in round 9, but he showed how resilient he is, and much props to this man for going in there, being ready. Let's put it real. It's the 135-pound division. You don't know you're having a fight, and you're able to make weight within 4 days. That's Julius Ndungo type of stuff. You just stay ready, right? And that's incredible because making weight, people run around 20, 30 pounds heavier than they normally are. And to be able to do that and go out and fight, get hurt several times to the body and keep coming back, get hit with real flush shots in the head and keep coming back, awesome from Padley. And I think Padley, going forward, will do some good things in boxing. And he's definitely going to get a couple of paydays because he deserves it. When it comes to Martin McCauley, even less days notice. 24 hours or 48 hours notice for a fight. Now, he's heavyweight, so, he's running around fat, 310 pounds. His fighting weight should be around 280. But, he still had his quick hands, came in to fight Joseph Parker. Wasn't totally ready, but came in there and, hit Joseph Parker in the first round with some shots. In the second round, even with some good shots, his little patented uppercuts and stuff like that. But he was stopped in round 2. Joseph Parker hit him with something on top of the head, and he lost his equilibrium. I thought he was up, probably could have continued, but the fact that he hadn't had a full training camp, I think they just said, let's just stop this one before anything happens, because Joseph Parker probably would have finished him. But, I don't like when heavyweights get up and they're standing up, right? Of course, you just got hit by a heavyweight. You're going to be wobbly, but if they're standing up, maybe you should give them a shot. You seem to get it done when it's Tyson Fury. For some reason, we let him always continue. So, therefore, you should let this guy continue as well. But, it's Joseph Parker, and I'm glad Joseph Parker won the fight, and I'm glad that Martin McCauley didn't get hurt. The problem with that, though, here's the problem. I'm showing you by Danny Garcia, Devin Haney. Danny Garcia was doped. Danny Garcia missed weight. But everyone says, well, now Devin Haney might not be the same, because he was hit with some shots by the dope player and they by the dope fighter, and they also say that he still lost to Garcia. Ryan Garcia beat him. A lot of articles still say that, even though he was doped to the gills and missed weight by 3.5 pounds. They shouldn't say that. You should never say that he beat Devin Haney, because you didn't. You didn't beat Devin Haney. A dope thing, whatever happened when you got doped, that beat him, not you, right? The normal Ryan Garcia didn't want to fight him. But what do people say? We can't get that picture out of our head. Other fighters won't be able to get the picture out of their head that Martin McCauley was stopped. You understand? So it's similar there. So I don't really like that part, but whatever. We'll move on. Well, it's still one of the best cards ever, even though those two replacements, I think their stock has risen for being there. And maybe not Martin Bicoli's, but Bicoli, everybody know, okay, well, go on in there with Bicoli and run up on him just because my man Joseph Parker did. Run up on a fit Bicoli if you want to. I think everybody knows that. Everybody who sparred with him knows better than to do that. So his stock is probably where it was. All the other fights were good as well. You know, I just only, like I said yesterday, I think the only thing that I have a problem with was that Carlos Adames didn't win and got a draw. Adames was the champion and did more. I think he won that fight. I don't think it was that close where we should be having a draw there. Other than that, everything is cool. Now, let's get to the main event. My boy Dimitri Bivol, who I told you was number 4 pound for pound, even though he lost to Beterbiev, right? Something about him, I think the man is awesome. I think Beterbiev is awesome. I like both of these guys. They're both cool. They're both awesome. They're both extremely great fighters. They're both still in my top 5 pound for pound. Both of them. You know, number 4 and number 5, pound for pound. But Beterbiev is so awesome and so powerful, right? Coming at you all the way. You know, it's just like he's like a Terminator. That it makes even Bivol look good for being able to hang in there 24 rounds with this guy and stay on an even playing field. Bivol wins the fight, split decision. Lost the first one, split decision, I think it was. If not, it was unanimous. But both fights were extremely close. This is what fighting is supposed to be like. These guys know they're close. They could have avoided each other. They want each other. And we're getting spectacular fights with these guys. You don't have nothing but anything, both positive to say about both of them. And I would just encourage you guys to sit back and just watch both fights. They're both extremely awesome, and ain't nobody about to beat neither one of them. You know, I mean, all this stuff we talking about, people coming in, all this stuff, you better leave both of them alone. You saw what happened to Canelo when he was just, you know, trying to mess with Bivol, when he thought Bivol was easier than Beterbiev, and tried to fight Bivol and got beat like damn near, you know, every round. Didn't want to fight him at 168. There's reasons. Right? These guys are awesome. I just want to give them both props. Props to both of them. I'm going for Bivol a little bit more because I like Bivol more because he's just a great boxer, great mover, great boxer. It's not all power. But I don't want to say that about Beterbiev because it's not really all power with Beterbiev either. You know, he sets people up. He has stamina. You know, he has belief. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are just so awesome. I don't even know what to really even say about them. They're just both really awesome. That's why they're both in my top 5 pound for pound. They both have one loss now. And the trilogy, yes. Or they can both go beat up the rest of them again. Somebody else, you know, who think they think they're good in light heavyweight division, beat them, the Benavidez's of the world, and whoever else is supposed to be something. Maybe Callum Smith think he's supposed to be something because he beat Buatsi, beat him up again and then meet again. But other than that, you know, even the trilogy with these guys is what it is. These guys are both extremely awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If not, go back and watch the fight between Dimitri Bivol and your boy Artur Beterbiev. Much props to them. Like I said, both of them still in the top 5 pound for pound. I'm up out of here. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. Yeah. And we up out of here.